Greetings and welcome to Unlocking the Matrix, episode 27. I said I'd discuss the shape of the Earth in the previous video and explain why it is a globe, it is hollow, it is flat, and it is concave all in one. There's so much these days that is all about having the last word and being right and losing the focus of looking for truth. So I thought I'd tackle this one again and offer an explanation that will bring everything back together rather than this continuous bickering. Basically, it works like a magnet. You've got your torus fields. You'll notice it's like an apple shape. It's your knowledge of good and evil here. Now the point in this torus field that goes out like a flat plane is called the earthing point, which I think is a very big clue. It allows for the hollow earth theory. Now just to compare, because everything follows a pattern, if you were to see the Earth from the North Pole, it would look pretty much like that, which I shall come on to a little bit later on. Now, if you can imagine, this is your flat plane here. This is your firmament or dome or series of layers, just like an eyeball, but it's turned. Now, where does the globe idea come from? Well, this is the magnetic field, the torus field, which gives it this shape. Now, this is where they always tell you a half-truth about something, because it is a globe shape, but we're on a solid reality within it, this earthing point. Now, you'll see Google Earth Maps and you'll see this. Well, thanks to Eric, and I thought I'd put this into the video because this is priceless really. You'll notice with the Antarctic, when they've changed this recently on Google, they used to just show you a North Pole at the top of the screen and this huge outline with all white of an edge or a coast, an ice coastline below South America. But even on that, it dwarfed the continent. So I think they've realised that, and they've actually made this Antarctic. But what I thought was rather odd, you'll notice the indentation here and here and here, and this tail. Now we have seen this before, right there. You'll notice the indentations and then this tail coming off. Basically what they are showing you, it's like everything else they do. They flip everything over. So there are your four land masses around what is called the North Pole. Now if we go back to this other image again, now you compare it with that, you've got pretty much the same shape. For practical purposes, it doesn't matter about this edge, whether there is or isn't one, whether it is an infinite plane. In this physical 3D, it's, have they been hiding this? Do these still exist? Because when you see all these scientific surveys and things going on the film footage, it's all eyes. It could be here. There is no way that we can actually find out independently of any government to confirm this one way or another. Just because you're seeing something doesn't mean that's what it is. Something else that was raised on a video I was watching earlier, Lee on Flat Earth British sub-channel, mentioned about Wembley Stadium, and you cannot look at the plans because for security reasons and for health and safety. Now this is the normal sort of reverse speech, because everybody assumes it's the health and safety of you and your security. But what if those plans and much else opened up so many questions and glaring errors with the official narrative? You start to ask, whose health and safety and the security interests of whom? Same as the Facebook community standards. Whose community and whose standards is it going by? Is it yours or mine or somebody else's? Anyway, so there's also this concave Earth theory. Now I'm suggesting that this reality is a projected reality onto a physical real world. And the reason why people won't wake up is because you're not actually in a reality, you're in a matrix, a projection. And so that would be quite correct to say you are in a concave Earth, because you are then on the inside. But then you have to ask yourself the question about the celestial body. Are we just atoms? I mean, even the Earth here, it resembles an atom with a centre. Forgetting about the land masses and just going by the circular shape of it for the demonstration purpose of this, the atom. Everything does seem to follow this same design. So I'm saying it doesn't matter which idea you want to go with on the shape of the Earth, because not one is wrong or right. It is a mixture of both. The answer to everything is always in the duality of the yes and the no. It depends what angle you're coming at as to what you see. And if this is a projected reality and you're only seeing the projections of the people, and they are controlled by this artificial intelligence matrix, it will block off certain parts of the brain, so it won't compute. Anyway, it was just a very brief summary video this time, and just offering an explanation to stop all this infighting amongst truth seekers. Because while you're arguing and trying to say who's right and who's wrong, you're wasting energy and you're wasting time on where you could be focusing on so much more, because there is so much more to this to be discovered. Anyway, I wish you all a pleasant day. Thank you very much.